Oh, hi guys, welcome to Suzy and Friends. We have a brand new friend here. Her name is Bella. Hello, Bella.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. Nobody ever asks that. High five. Thank you. Hey, so what do you got here? It's a lot of woolly stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see pom-poms.
Yep.
But pom-poms with a bit of a difference?
Yeah. So I'm showing you one you can make with a fork and one you can make with a hand with one colour and two colours.
Okay, I was wondering about the fork. I thought you might be hungry. Are you going to make a pom-pom with a fork?
Yep.
Okay, we have to see.
So you grab your wool and find the end and you just hold it onto the fork with your thumb.
Mm-hmm.
So like that.
Okay.
And you wrap it around so that you don't have to hold the end of that string.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it around about 50 times until it's nice and thick. And this will take a while.
Sure. So you might remember that Joni came in a couple of days ago and she showed us how to make pom-poms with a template. A bit like these pom-poms over here. Okay, so this is completely different. If you didn't see Joni's ones, check out the link in the description below or maybe on this button here.
Once you've done this, now the next bit's kind of tricky because you don't want to lose it. So if you put your index finger on the top of the fork and kind of slide it off so that your finger goes in the middle of all of the wool. So you have to be able to see your finger, otherwise it won't be very helpful. So you just hold the string with both your fingers.
Great.
And once you've got it through like this, it doesn't matter if your pom-pom comes loose, because then you just do a double knot just there. And it's okay if like you get a loop that's come undone or that's fine. So make sure it's nice and tight, and then if you're using a different colour, you should probably cut it so that you don't notice it with the actual pom-pom. And as well, using a different colour is also very helpful because now you need to put your finger through again, or you can just go ahead with your scissors and go through. Like that. And you want it, and once you've done that, cut at the opposite side of the knot and just cut that bit. The next bit's super simple, you just need to cut it to the right size. So I find it easier if you put your fingers around it like that, around the one side like that, and trim like that, as long as you don't cut your fingers off.
Good point, very good point.
And you just do that at both sides to make sure they're the same length.
Mm-hmm. You've got some hairdressing skills going on there too.
Then it's probably a good idea to have a container with you because it will get messy.
Sure. Scoop it all away.
And once you think it's the right size, which this one probably is, just fluff it around like that. So once you've got it like this time with the same color, grab the same amount as before, about that much, and tie it the other way around, and it doesn't really matter if it's a messy knot or a neat knot or any kind of knot this time. As long as you don't do a bow though, because that's very noticeable.
Sure. So having your wool all the one colour means that you don't see where you've tied it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because otherwise it won't look very good.
Sure.
So basically like that, and you will be able to see the middle. Whoopsies. And so basically you just fluff it up until it's the right size, but my blue is very bright.
It is very bright, isn't it?
Once you have fluffed it up, just cut around the edges until it's how you want it. There we go.
Great. I suppose what you could do, Bella, is you could always replace that blue piece
Yeah.
with another purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Wow, that was nice and simple.
Yep. So you can do that with a fork and yeah.
And also with your fingers.
Yep. Just gonna put that there.
How do you do it with your fingers?
So with your fingers, I'm going to use the same coloured wool, and it's almost the same except for when you push it off. So you wrap it around same way you did before.
Now, are you doing it loosely or tightly?
You should probably do it loose because it makes it much more easy.
Slide it off your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for this pom-pom, I think this would pretty much be it. Mm-hmm. And then you slide it to the tip of your fingers this time, not all the way off.
Yeah.
You just need to lightly push it off, because if you just pull it off straight away, you're going to lose all the knots. And then as you pull it off, don't pull out your index finger, because you want to have it through there, and then cut then. Got my scissors the wrong way around. And then it's much easier to see through, because you can just do that. And with the same colored wool this time, cut there, and then just grab it and pull it through. And same as before, you just tie it.
Great. How old are you, Bella?
10.
You're 10. Okay, so you're really good at using scissors.
Yeah.
Somebody who's a bit younger might be able to get somebody else to help.
Yeah, so if you're younger, you should probably get your parent or caregiver to help.
Yeah, sure.
And then same as before again, you just cut through the middle at the opposite side of the knot. And this time it will be very uneven, as you can see.
Sure.
And so you just trim it the same way you did before. And just until you think it's the right size. But you probably shouldn't trim it too much, otherwise it's going to end up just as small as your fork pom-pom.
Sure.
And then just fluff it up until it's... I probably should have wrapped it around more times, but...
That just gives us an idea, doesn't it? Like a whole lot of spider's legs.
And so same as before, you can cut a bit off and wrap and tie it the other way around as well, just to make sure it doesn't stay like that.
Sure.
There we go. And then this time you don't have to cut them, but if they're longer than all the other legs like these are, you should probably just cut them to the same point.
Brilliant. And what do you do with them once you're finished with them?
Me and my brother enjoy throwing them at each other like snowballs.
Oh, yeah.
And you can try and juggle with them if you make a thick one like this. And it's super easy to make the thick ones. You do it exactly the same, but instead of just with one color, you'd use two. And it sounds kind of confusing, but...
Should we find the end of this one?
Thank you. So you do the... Thank you. You do the exact same, but you just tie the two ends at the top, like that. There we go. And then you make the pom-pom the same way you did before.
Sure. Wow. And those two colours together are effective, aren't they? Hey, that's awesome. Thank you very much for coming. If you want to find some more of our fantastic crafts, click on this playlist here. Or if you want to subscribe, and we would love you to, wouldn't we, Bella? Yep, please subscribe. And you can click on Bella here. Awesome. Come back next week. We've got some more for you. See ya.
For more information about Suzy and Friends, visit suzy.co.nz and join us next week for some more fun. See ya.